So in the first question, we wanted to multiply these two numbers, which written in what? In polar form. Who remember, guys, how to find the answer?
Mr. First, we multiply 2 by 2.
Yeah, so we'll multiply the modulus, the 2 modulus, 2 multiplied by 2, it will be what? It will be 4. Then
And
we'll
then add
add the angle.
theta, cosine
We'll add the angle, so cosine 90
90 plus 270.
200 and what? 270 degree plus I sine
Plus sine 90 plus
90 degree plus
270.
what? 270 what degree by multiplying the two moduli and adding what? Adding the angles. That will be 4 cosine 90 and 270 equals what, guys?
360.
360.
360 degree plus I
I
sine
sine 360.
360 degree. After that, we wanted to write this in a rectangle form. So we wanted to write it in a rectangular form. So we will multiply.
Multiply 4 by cosine
So
360.
cosine 360 what, guys? Cosine 360,
Is 1.
it is 1.
Negative 1.13.
Yeah, it will be 4
Multiply
multiplied by 1 plus sine 360 will be 0. So I multiplied by what? Multiplied by 0. So the final answer
So is 4.
4. So this is in a rectangular, a polar form, and this is in a rectangular what form. So the answer is what? Is a pure real number, a pure real what? Real number. With divide, guys, we divide the moduli, the two moduli, and we will subtract what? We will subtract the angles. So 3 divided by 4, so it will be 3 over 4. Cosine. Then we will what, guys? We'll subtract by over 6 minus 2 pi over what? Over 3. Plus I sine pi over 6 minus 2 pi over what? Over 3. Then we will subtract the angles, so multiplied here by multiplied by 2 to make them have a common denominator. Okay, so it will be 3 over 4 cosine. So 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 by it will be negative 3 by over what, guys? Over 6 plus I sine negative 3 pi over what? Over 6. So we will cancel 3 with what? With 6, it will be 2. Will be what? It will be 2. So 3 over 4 cosine negative pi over what? Pi over 2 plus I sine negative pi over what? Over 2. So if the angle is negative, guys, if the angle is negative, I told you we deal with it as it is, like it is in a fourth quadrant, like in a fourth quadrant. That means cosine will be what, guys? Cosine will be positive. That means we will remove the sign. So it will be 3 over 4 cosine pi over 2. And sine in fourth quadrant is what? Is negative. That means this negative sign will be taken out here. So it will be minus I sine pi over what? Pi over 2. That's it. So this is what, guys? This is the angle. Now we wanted to write it in what? Rectangular form. So pi over 2 is what, guys? Do you remember what is the value of pi over 2?
Pi over 2 is 90.
Yes.
90.
Yeah. So cosine 90 is 0, so that means this part will be 0. Sine 90 will be what? Will be
Is
1.
1.
So it will be 1, guys. And then we multiply, it will be
3 over 4i.
over
Negative 3 over 4i.
I. Negative 3 over 4, what? Negative 3 over 4, I like. This is in a rectangular form, and the answer here is a pure imaginary. Pure what? Pure imaginary. There are no real number, real part. After that, guys, De Moivre's theorem. De Moivre's theorem, we use it to find what? To find the power of a complex number. A power of what? A complex number. So if we have a complex number, its name is Z. Which is what? R cosine theta plus I sine theta. Then we can, if you raise this number to a power, Z power n, for example, so that means we will raise these parts to what? To power n. Then we will distribute the power over the modulus, so it will be R power n, and we will multiply the power by what? By the angle, the argument theta. Okay, so it will be cosine n theta plus I sine what? Sine theta. So it's the easiest way to give you what? To give you the power of what? Of a complex number. So 3, for example, 3 cosine pi over 6 plus I sine pi over 6 all raised to power 3. That means we will distribute the power. So over what? 12 over the modulus. So it will be 3 power 3. And we multiply the power by what? By the argument or by the angle. So it will be cosine 3 and pi over what? Pi over 6 plus I sine 3. So multiply 3 by what? Multiply the angle by 3, the argument by 3 and by 3. Pi over what? Pi over 6. We're canceling here. We can cancel 3 with 6. It will be 2. So it will be 3 power 3, which is 27 cosine pi over 2 plus I sine pi over what? Pi over 2. So this is what? This is the value. Now, if you wanted to write it in rectangular form, so you know that cosine pi over 2, which is 90, cosine 90 is 0, and sine 90 is 1. So the answer will be what, guys? Sorry, 1. So the answer will be 27i. 27 what? 27i. Got it, guys? The next one. So De Moivre, it's helped me a lot, guys. If the number, complex number written in a rectangular form like this, and we wanted to raise it to power 6. So that means, guys, that means this bracket should multiply by itself 6 times. 6 what? 6 times. So it's very hard. It takes time. Or you can use a binomial theorem, guys. But also it's what? It may make me what? Made a mistake. So it's better to what? To apply the De Moivre theorem here. But De Moivre theorem applicable on what? A complex number and a polar form. Polar what? Form. So we need to change this to write this in a polar what? Polar form. And I think we studied yesterday. So to change this to polar form, we need to find what? We need to find R, the modulus of the number. So it will be 4 squared plus 4 root 3 squared. So this is the modulus of what? Of the number. Guys, anyone has a calculator? Give me the answer. حد يدينا الانسر يا شباب؟
ثواني مستر بس.
8.
8. Okay, guys. So this is now we wanted to find the argument or the angle of or theta. So before we start, we wanted to find out where is theta located. So because both of them is positive, guys. The first one is positive.
Upright.
Yeah, so it will be what? In the first what? In the first quadrant.
Quadrant.
Theta in first quadrant. Theta in first quadrant. That means it will be what? It will be the reference angle itself because it's the first what? The first quadrant. So that means theta equals tan negative 1 p over a, or 4 root 3 over what? Over 4 tan negative 1. Yes, guys, what's the answer?
60.
Very good. So theta now is what? 60 degree. Let's write this number in a polar form. So it will be like this. So z will be r cosine theta plus I sine what? Sine.
Sine theta.
So it will be like this. It will be
8 cosine 60
60 degree plus
I sine 60.
sine what? Sine 60 degree. Now we wanted to find z power what? Z power 6. Z power what? 6. We wanted to raise this number to power what? To power 6. So it's very easy. It will be 8 raised to power 6 cosine 6 multiplied by 60 degree plus I sine 6 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 60. So by what, guys? We the modulus raised to the power, and the power will multiply by what? We multiply the power by the two angle or the argument, so multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6. So what is number, guys? 8 power 6.
ده رقم كبير ده.
262
262
144.
144 like this.
Yes.
Okay. So 6 multiplied by 60, it will be 360.
360,
And this one will be
which is 1.
360. So will be like,
1 and 0.
yeah, cosine 360 degree plus I sine 360 degree. So this is the number in polar form. Now let's write it back to what? To rectangular form. Rectangular what form? So cosine 360, it is 1. Sine 360 will be 0. This means this part will be what? Will be vanished. So I will multiply this by 1. So the answer will be 2, 6, 2, 1, 4, 4. So this is z power what, guys? Z power 6. Any question? يا شباب أي سؤال؟
كله
تمام.
تمام يا مستر.
لا يا مستر كله تمام.
زي ما اتفقنا كده to find the power of a complex number, you must write it in what, guys? In a polar form first. After you finish, write it back to what? A rectangular form. The next one, I want one of you to solve this one with me, guys. First, we wanted to write what? To write this number, to change number in what? In a polar form. So the number z, this number is what is required. We want to write this in a polar form. So who will solve with me? Hands up.
Me.
Yalla, go ahead.
First we'll find r
R equals
square root 1 squared plus root 3 squared.
root 3 what? Squared. So the answer will be
Equals 2.
Now we wanted to find theta, but we wanted to decide where theta is located. So it's theta, so positive and positive.
Positive first quad.
First
Quadrant.
quad. That means theta
And negative
is
1.
itself, yeah, theta is itself what? Itself the reference angle. So theta will be equals what?
Tan negative 1.
Negative 1 b.
B over A.
Yeah, b, which is what? Root 3
Root 3 over 1.
over 1. So the answer will be
Equals 60.
60 degree.
Yes, 60.
So let's write the angle in So Z will be what, guys? Will be
2 cosine 60
60
plus
I
I sine 60.
sine what? Sine 60 degree. Now we want to find what? Power 4. So Z power 4,
Equals 2 power 4
yeah, 2 power 4, and cosine 4 multiplied by 6
times 60
plus
plus
I
I sine 4 times
sine 4 times what?
60.
So 2 power 4,
16.
16, I think, 16,
Yes, 16.
and
Cosine 240
240 degree
plus I sine 240.
I sine 240.
240.
طيب عايزين نجيب بقى الريكتانجلر فورم. So one to write it in the rectangular form. So cosine 240 equals what?
Negative half.
Negative half. And this
Times
one?
16 is negative sine 240. Negative root 3 over 2.
So it will be half multiplied by negative half. It will be negative 8 plus, not plus, it will be negative also.
Minus 8 root 3.
Yeah, it will be negative 8 root 3 I. So this is what in a rectangular what? In a rectangular form. I take this question also. So the next one. مين هيحل معايا يا شباب؟ تانية؟
Me.
الحل الأولى. Yes guys, one of you.
أنا.
يلا ها.
حل معاك يا مصطفى.
يلا يا توفيق يلا.
أول شيء نطلع ال R.
So R equals. أنا هحل في دي يا توفيق ها.
2 2 root 3 power 2
Plus.
plus 2 power 2.
Negative 2
Negative 2 power 2.
احسب لي بالكالكوليتر شوف هتطلع كام.
root 10.
root 10. متأكد؟
مش تعرف تبقى 4.
مش عارف أنا حسبت تاني يا حاج خالد.
4 sorry.
4 موجودة.
نسيت البراكت.
So it will be what, guys? It will be 4. So the answer will be what? The answer will be 4. Okay, now we wanted to find theta. So theta in what quadrant?
Second.
Yeah, let me check it. So the first one is positive. The second one is negative. So in what quadrant? Positive and negative.
ليه يا مستر ما تكون الثاني اللي هناك على البوزيتيف والنيجاتيف الثاني؟
الترتيب الأول.
اللي في السكند قصدي.
الأول X والثاني Y.
اوكي.
الأول X والثاني إيه؟ والثاني Y. X is positive يبقى هاخد البوزيتيف بتاعت الإكس. والثاني Y نيجاتيف يبقى
إذن الفورث.
يبقى الفورث. يبقى Y in fourth quad. يبقى المطلوب إن أنا أجيب الريفرنس أنجل guys. So reference angle equals
360.
negative 1. هناخد النمبر بدون ساين unsigned لأن أنا بجيب ريفرنس أنجل. يبقى 2 over 2 root 3. كام يا خالد يا توفيق؟
30.
عايزين بقى ندخلها في الفورث كوادرانت. مين المفتاح بتاع الفورث كوادرانت؟ طبعا دول المفاتيح. دول المفاتيح اللي هو 360 وال 180 دول اللي بيدخلون الكوادرانت. 360 يبقى ماينس ولا بلس؟ انا ماشي كده اهو، بقل ولا بزيد كده؟ ماينس ايه؟ ماينس ثيتا. يبقى هنا ثيتا will be equal 360 degree minus minus 30. Minus what?
30.
30 degree. So it will be 330 degree. خلينا نكتب النمبر بقى يا أخ عبد الرحمن يبقى Z equals R which is 4 cosine 330 plus I sine 330 degree. طيب احنا عايزين raise to power what guys؟ raise to power 8.
اوكي.
يلا يا اسف يبقى عايزين Z power 8 يبقى
4 باور 8
ماشي cosine
وكوزين 330 multiply 8
so 8 multiplied by 330 plus I sine 8 multiplied by
330
330
multiply 8
كم هتطلع بقى؟ 4 power 8
تطلع ثواني 65536.
كده؟
ايوه
جدع. طيب cosine اعمل بقى 8 multiplied by 330
2640.
تمام الانجل should be less than 360 guys. الانجل لازم تبقى less than 300 وات 360. ازاي بقى احول ده less than 360؟ حد يعرف؟
نعم يا مستر.
You wanna to this angle should be written should be less than 360.
divide 180.
لا 360 هي
divide 8 divide 8.
380 360 لان احنا بنقول ايه ان each 360 degree will make a whole turn وستارت من جديد. يبقى انا هجرب كده في الدرافت بتاعي 200
يبقى divide 360.
عشان نشوف هيعمل كام لفه يا شباب 360. يبقى كام الانسر؟
uh, 7 وتلت
7.333.
7.333
هي دي اللي تهمنا يا شباب.
يعني 7 وانا على 3.
هو عمل كام يا شباب؟ 7 تيرنز. خلينا نشوف ال 7 تيرنز فيها كام. يبقى هتبقى كده يا شباب الانجل ثيتا دي الثيتا هتبقى كده اهو 2640 minus 7 multiplied by 360. هشوف ال 7 تيرنز هتبقى كام. شوف اعملوا لي الانسر كده كام يا شباب؟
120.
120.
اهي يبقى ده اقل من كام؟ اقل من 360. يبقى هتبقى كده اهو equals 65536 cosine 120 degree plus I sine 120 watt degree. يبقى اول حاجه بعمل divide over 360 عشان نعرف هو عامل كام turn، عامل كام لفه كاملين. فهو عامل 7 whole turn ولفه ناقصه. دي اللفه الناقصه اللي انا عايزها. خلاص كده. طب بجيبها ازاي؟ يبقى انا بقول له 2640 minus 7 multiplied 360 دي اللي هي السبع لفات. خلاص كده. الفرق بين دول يدينا هو بقى الفاينل ايه؟ الفاينل انجل 100. بعد كده عايزين نحول بقى ده ريكتانجلر 4 ريكتانجلر وات 4 cosine 120 I think it will be negative half ودي روت 3 اوفر 2. حد يعمل ده ملتبلاي كده الهاف بتاع ده 6553 في 6 multiplied by negative half or multiplied by half.
نيجاتيف
Negative.
3 2 6 لا 7 6 8
plus نفس الانسر ده يا شباب 3 2 7 6 8 بس يقع عليها روت 3 اي